Hey guys, it's Jen Coyle from hellobrio.com. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and showing you my bullet journal. I've been talking a little bit about this on Instagram. I have been bullet journaling now officially for 1 week, and I just got my Leuchtturm in the mail on Thursday, so I wanted to give you a quick walkthrough. Why am I sharing this? It's because I feel like my life has changed so much since I started bullet journaling, simply because I've been super digital in the past. I've been keeping everything in reminders, in my Google Calendar, in my Evernote, but the problem was things were getting lost so easily. And although I'm able to get stuff done, I just always felt very unplanned. So I have been using this as kind of my dashboard of kind of my brain dump and where I can get started and know exactly what I'll be doing the next day or what I should be doing in the following weeks, etc. This is really important for me, especially as I get ready to give birth to our first child, which is coming up in a couple of months or maybe a month. And I want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything for while I take my maternity leave. So this video is going to be a quick walkthrough of how I set up my bullet journal for February and how I set it up for the year. This is going to be mostly focused on my blog and business, so this is going to be helpful for you, especially if you want to keep organized with your blog and your business with your bullet journal. So if we open it up, I put a reward because I feel like without this I would be kind of lost, so I offered a $20 reward or a hug. I have a quote here that I hand lettered. It says, "Be stubborn about your goals and be flexible about your methods." And I think that's really kind of a fun quote for a bullet journal. I want to get some adhesive so this doesn't flap around, but for now it's just in there like that. Bullet journals all have an index in the front, and unfortunately I totally missed this page. I chalked it up to baby brain, but I'll use it when I need it, I guess. But this is the index of all the things in my bullet journal so far, so you can see it has page numbers. All the page numbers in these Leuchtturm journals are in the bottom corner, which is awesome, so you don't have to number them as you go, so they're down here. So on the first page I have a full year. This is a recurring sheet that I created. I have a lot of mistakes here, so I have a monthly, a yearly, and a weekly. So these are things that I need to be doing every so often. I'm going to have to rethink how I use this, but these are, kind of broken down by chores over here and blog stuff here and here, personal stuff. But I feel like I might actually need to keep these things in my reminders on my phone, so I'm not sure how I'm going to use this yet. Here I have business and blog milestones. I was noticing that I was hitting milestones and I wasn't really keeping track of it, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of keep these all in one place. Over here I have an analytics and follower count for my blog by month, so I keep these usually in Google Docs, but I like to be able to see it on paper to see my growth. Here I have blog post ideas and bullet journal specific blog post ideas. I've been thinking a lot about if I want to talk about bullet journaling more. I have a membership group for my Brio Let's, which is a monthly subscription where you can download resources and get exclusive tutorials on paper to digital tutorials. So I have a whole bunch of tutorial ideas over here, resource requests and content types that I want to be sharing. So I have this kind of dashboard here. Next is my blog and content share log. So I'll write down the title of the post that I'm publishing, the date it's going to be published, the day of the week it's going to be published, as well as whether I shared it on my major social media channels. And my MailChimp is right here, so if I put it in the newsletter or not, that way I can just get a good track of how that's working. Next up I have a product sale log, so I have all the products that I have available, and I just like to keep track to see how I'm doing from month to month. This is my Skillshare spread, so I have class growth, so I know how many students I'm getting across the board in my Skillshare classes, and I also have notes for marketing and doing next classes and stuff like that. Here I have a personal spread, so it's funny because my bullet journal is mostly business and blogging, but sometimes I will have personal things spread throughout here. So I have books. These are books that I both want to read and that I'm reading. You can see I put the start date here and the end date here. I really like this because that way I don't have to move a book that I've read from like books to read over into books I've read page. So that way I can just keep track here, and I'm going to use kind of the bullet journal system where a bullet point means that I haven't finished it, an X means that I have finished it, etc. And then I can see like how long it took me to read a book. Over here, I'm doing movies. I tend to watch a lot of movies, and I've watched a lot so far this year, but these are the only ones that I could really remember. I'm going to be seeing this one tomorrow, but I just put it in there. Here I have everything about the Lettering League. The Lettering League is a hand lettering group on Facebook that I run, and so I keep track of my weekly challenges that I'm going to be doing, as well as keeping track of the growth of the group, because the group is growing really fast, and I like keeping track of that. Here is my February dashboard. So I have the month laid out, and I got this idea for the calendar from this calendar that I have over here, which I got from Target in the dollar bin, but it's like all the big days of the week, the weekdays are laid out like this, and then the weekends are laid out like this. So these are actually only personal appointments that I have, or personal/blog related, but it doesn't have anything to do with my blog content. On this side, I have big goals that I want to accomplish for the month. I have blog goals and personal goals, and I have a feeling when I go to do this for March, I'll kind of put blog goals up here and personal goals down here, because these columns are very narrow, but it's nice to see them broken out by category. So here start my daily log. I have a very traditional daily log. These are kind of Ryder Carroll-esque inspired, and Ryder Carroll is the creator of the bullet journal system. So I have, let me get a pen here. So I have 3 slots for gratitude. So I'll have things that I'm grateful for. I did 4 here by accident. I want to keep track of what I'm eating, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. And then I have my tasks. So just really quick, this is how I use my key. So I have a task here like that. Then when I complete that task, I'll put an X over it. When I have a task that I'm pushing to a future date, that's called a migrated task, so I'll put an arrow over it. And if I have a note, it'll look like that. If I have an idea, I'll kind of do like a little light bulb. And then if there are really any important tasks, I'll prioritize them with 1, 2, and 3 in a brighter color, so I'll be able to find that easily. So these are the rest of the days that I have so far. Here's my Saturday. I have a spread for big ideas. I have them hidden because you never know if they're going to happen or not, but they're just kind of like really things that I'm really excited about. And then finally, I have a batch days for baby prep. So I know exactly the content that I need to be creating, about how many days it'll take me to create all this content. I'm going to be preparing content for about 8 weeks while I prepare for maternity leave. I don't actually know if that's how much time I'm going to need or if I'm going to need more time, but then at least I have some content ready to go. In the very back, I have a recipe that I use often that I have to look up on my phone, so I just created this illustration and glued it in for my oatmeal cookie recipe. And then back here, I have a blog reference, so I have all the categories I'm using and all the tags I'm using. I'm going to need to pare these down, but that just helps me be able to see it really quickly so I don't accidentally make a new tag that doesn't relate to anything else. And then I have file references. Here I'm going to put sizes, screen resolution sizes, so when I go to make a Briolette resource or a freebie that I know exactly the file size I need, etc. And I'll be putting more file references back here. Now in the very back, I usually keep this 2-year planner. And I know this is kind of weird to keep a planner outside, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping track of all the things that I'm pushing out and all the things that need to be pushed out. So while I'm going to be doing my batch days, I'm going to start writing down all the things that are ready to go and scheduled, and newsletters that are already written and scheduled. That way I can keep track of everything. So yeah. My baby's due date is April 2nd, so hopefully I'll have content leading up to the birth in case I go into labor early, but then I'll have a full month after I give birth in order to have that all prepped out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Actually, I don't know if it was quick or not, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, make sure to let me know. Let me know what you want to see about bullet journaling or what you want to learn. I also have a link to a post, which I'll put in the description below, for like what bullet journaling is and how to get started. So that's it for now. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in a future video. Bye!